No clue what happened. I'll check my DR real quick, but I don't think I dropped any. Maybe slightly. I accidentally opened. I restarted Gran Turismo. Stream app kind of shut off, so we're back now.
Page 1 for Egor.
Egor, welcome in.
Last school out. You're down, I'm P1.
How do I?
Welcome back.
Thank you, Super. Yeah, I don't really know. I'll be honest, I do not feel like putting another 15 minutes into qualifying for the next race. So I might just be sitting here for a little bit. And I guess I could like start on a livery. I don't know. What? Where am I? I'm just checking my DR to make sure I didn't drop any from that happening. Yeah, we're still just under 26,000. So what I will do, guess I'll buy another BRZ. Let me find it. No. You know, it's Toyota. Because I think it's the new GR86, not the BRZ. This one, 33,500. It's not a cheap vehicle. I think red's a cool color, so we'll just do that. So now I have to test 200 horsepower and 3,000 pounds, I think. Maybe probably 200 horsepower and 22750. Might be the better play. I won't do that yet. Buy sport soft tires for it. But, hold up, yeah. I still need to buy some things. I just need a tuning restrictor and, and the ballast. So, I actually don't know where those are. Maybe semi-racing? Nope. Quick Club Sports. Oh, that's where they are. Power restrictor and the ballast. Alright, so 200 horsepower and maybe I'll go to 225 and 3,000 pounds. 3,000 pounds. Yeah. There it is, 224 horsepower. You could do 200. Oh, that could be the play. Test that out later. See if Phil restarted his stream. Doesn't say he has. I don't think he has. We're also all, well, no longer, but we're about like an hour into streaming today. I'll hop in and get some laps in now. I only have 2 Valvoline livery cars, at least in Group 3. I think I have more. I think I might have more. At least I thought I had more. Maybe not. Alright. Alright. Let's get racing. there's all the time that I had gained. Lost just about 4/10 in that one turn. Kind of shows why that I believe third sector. That's why I consider it quite literally the hardest sector. I'd say it's the most technical part of the track. You have the end of sector 2 included, but sector 3 I'd say is the hardest sector. You have you have that right hander, you have the left hander, then you have the just pretty much flat out left hander, slight lift, maybe slight tap of the brakes. Then you have the final turn as well, which is super technical. You really want to have a good braking point and a great throttle exit, I guess. Super crucial part to the lap is the entirety of the third sector. I can really make or break a lap. So it was actually a pretty good first and second sector then. Being 106.1, it didn't feel great, but it was pretty good apparently. I don't know. I mean, that had the potential to be a fastest lap. We lost maybe like a 10th or so, 10th and a half in that final 2 turns, I think. Probably could have gotten like a 47.10, maybe a 47 flat. refill is now live again. That's what I'd assume. Can't check until after this lap, or I guess until I mess up this lap. It's another time I'll be able to check. That was a pretty slow final turn. Definitely could have pushed a lot more. Here we get a 47.194. Incredible. Worst part is we probably could have gone maybe a few hundredths faster. Wow. And we're now in a Lobbies. So, we'll see what this does for my DR. I don't know. Maybe there's people behind me. There's not. Okay, I recognize 0 people here. I recognized absolutely 0 people here, so we're pretty much just a blind racer in an A lobby. So, I will say, we did seem to get our pace back. I mean, we're running low 41s now. So that gives me hope. We might be able to hold position. Even 10th in an A lobby, that should give us DR. I don't think there's too many A drivers behind me, though. Thank you, Super. I didn't check how many A drivers are behind me, but I'm gonna hope that because it's an A lobby, I should gain DR from 10th. There's also a handful of A plus drivers in here, so not the greatest T1. Still are pulling away from 11th though. Two GTRs going side by side ahead of me. That's a good sign. They're fighting already on lap 1 as well. I mean, they're not wasting any time to try and get positions. That'll slow them down. Whether or not I can overtake them, probably not, but still means possibly one of them will get forced into an error that I can capitalize on. You never know. Slight contact behind me. And the U.S. Army M6. Getting for the overtake on the HKS GTR. Mike number 5, welcome in. I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're doing well. I'll also be going. I don't think I can. I actually don't think I can overtake this GTR, so I'm not going to try. And some big contact there. We're going to go up 2 positions. Yes. Got first race of the day for me. It would have been the second one, but the first one I tried to get, I got a black screen, so I had to restart Gt7. I rolled onto the brakes a little too much on that final turn. I didn't get on them fast enough. Oh, we might have ran slightly wide there. That might be a half second. Now, Saint in the GTR behind me is gaining. I doubt they'll go for a move. Yeah, they won't. But I'm sure they'll be able to catch up sometime soon. And I will let them go ahead. They are faster. They have no need to fight. Got a slightly better exit compared to out of that hairpin, helped by the slipstream of the M6 in front of me. Some big contact up ahead. We go through. We got a slight tap with that Army, U.S. Army livery M6. I couldn't really avoid it. over 7/10 of a gap now. Slight oversteer on that turn. Probably a little bit too much on the throttle. And now J. Rossi, I don't know how you pronounce it, but slightly better exit on the final turn. That's horrible understeer now in T1. And we get the half second. I don't know if we overcooked the tires or what, but that was not feeling good. And I don't know why it was like that either. That should have been clean air. That should have quite literally drove perfectly through T1. We'll see how many positions we lose. Obviously, we're going to lose this top 5, but we might be able to get like a 6th, which is an incredible finish in a high-rated lobby like this. We might actually keep... We're going to hold position in 5th, actually. Burning a top 5 in pretty much in a full A lobby. Incredible race. That's really going to help out the DR. See how, yeah. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 A drivers that we beat. And, you know, a handful of B drivers as well. Super good race. It's a fun one. Save the replay on that. Now we do gain DR. Check DG edge real quick. We'll see how much we're up. Get a quick visual. Doesn't seem like too much. I'm gonna grab the official number. We went up by 640 DR points. 26.6 thousand DR points now. That's insane. Phil, I actually do think, is doing opens now. Phil's stream crashed again. Yeah, Phil is doing opens. I'm gonna hop into those instead of continuing this journey in our dailies. Quick break for some fun opens. Phil's at 590 subs now. anyone's in here that isn't subbed to Villainous GT, go ahead, sub to him, help him out. He's on his journey to 600 subs. He also just got monetized. So it helped him out a ton, mean a lot to him and me. Love to see him grow. He's super helpful to the community. Spectate this race. Yeah, let's watch Spud and Ronan battle it out. M6 versus C7 vet. Later on the brakes is the M6. Switch over to Ronan now, following Spud through the death chicane. Both take it well, no incidents. Ronan appears to be gaining on Spud though. It appears the Porsche had a slight issue in the chicane. Ronan and Spud catching up to him. Ronan giving Spud the bump draft, trying to advance down the straights. Check out the Porsche here. He's going to give Ronan a slight tap and get a little loose on the exit. That T1 chicane. Porsche going for the inside maneuver on Spud. He's going to get it done. Huge mishap from both Ronan and I believe that's Smokey in the Porsche. Let me check. Yep. Two of them have some issues through the chicane. It's now Snake 666 and Ronan battling it out. I believe that's the GTR. GTR versus C7 vet. Down the straight of Dragon Trail. Snake's gonna have the inside line going to T1. You can see Ronan in the mirrors. You got the overtake done. What if we take a look at Ronan here? Hard on the tail, you can see him in both the driver's side mirror, passenger side mirror, and rear view mirror. He's obviously going to be wanting to overtake Snake 666. Spud is now in a battle. And I didn't catch all that, but it appeared Spud and Spud himself is going to spin out. Spud appeared to spin an M6 out, and then he spun himself. So not too sure what happened there. Seemed like an unfortunate mishap, perhaps, from the both of them. We're going to be on board with Villainous now, seeing what he can do in this Group 3 Mark 5 Supra. Going to, give the wall a little bit of a shave out of that death chicane, but nothing too serious. Approaching this AMG on the inside. Hugging that inside curb. He's going to get the overtake done. Using the appropriate space on the inside in case the AMG would want to take it. That's going to be the end of the race. Well done, Philness. Everyone else racing. He's going to get that 5th place. Well done, everybody. Good couple laps to watch. Guess I'll grab the Porsche. I forget what car I do remember using a car here that felt good. I forget what vehicle it was though.
Morning, Rocco and Chad.
Wesley, welcome, and I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're doing well. I don't know how loud my dog is on the mic. Hopefully it isn't too loud.
Stream dog activated.
I think it was actually the Z4 that I drove here. Oh, never mind. It's a different, we're gonna do a different track anyway. Le Mans. And here is where we probably sit out a race. I'd love to do Le Mans. You know, maybe if I didn't, or shoot, I don't know, I was in chat history. If I owned the Ford GT and I had a chance, maybe. Do you think the Peugeot VGT has a chance? Because it's the fastest car in the game. Could go RCF. I haven't driven the RCF, but I like the livery I have for it. We could also go. Where's my M6 Endurance? Oh, up here. Could do that. Possibly the Supra as well. Okay, everyone's in the 458 or Aventador, it seems. Wesley, do you have a car recommendation? I don't know how fast the RCF is. I guess I could test it out. I don't know. I need to see how it handles. Because from what I remember, it handles pretty similarly to the AMG. It kind of just... never mind, it does not feel like that.
Haven't driven this track on forever.
mean, the RCF feels pretty fast. I don't know. This could do it. Well, we're stuck with the RCF. We don't have time to change it. I know that the 4GT is like the infinite meta here. The Peugeot VGT Group 3, that is the fastest car in the game, from what I figured out. So, I probably should have just done that, since it's guaranteed to be fast. I just don't know how good it is acceleration-wise, because I think it has pretty slow acceleration. I think if it was no chicane, the Peugeot VGT would be a better option. I should have exited that chicane in second, not first. Slight contact. I mean, I don't think that's my fault, but I don't know. Yeah, we do get the half second. I figured we would. Just here's where we figure out how slow the RCF is. And we seem to be keeping up just fine. So, yeah. Steven, welcome in. I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're well. Nothing too much is happening. Did one daily. That was all. We did pretty good. So, yeah, we're just doing some open lobbies right now. This is Philness Games, Philness GT's lobby. So I'm probably just gonna race this until it closes and then hop back on dailies. Okay. I did not see the braking cheek. Oh, slight tap from behind. People don't seem to know how to race the chicane version of this track. It's interesting considering the first chicane seemed completely fine, but the second one, nobody could brake at the right point, so. I also have no clue where Philness went. I figured he'd be a lot, that's him right there. I figured he'd be higher up since he's in his 4GT. Something happened with that Porsche, I don't know. Went from bump drafting to falling back. Jeez. And this track is not that hard to race. There's not too many turns to mess up on. Jeez. Okay, well, nearly murdered Mike there. Yeah, Wesley's rich now. Wesley, I forget, Wesley, did you say you have like 100 million credits or something like that? I forget how many you said you have. Maybe that was someone else. I know Judo used to have 30 million and then he bought a ton of stuff. Steven, is there a new meta? Because I know the old meta was doing like the 700 pp cars at the Le Mans, like the 30-minute Le Mans race. And I think it was the Alfa Romeo. I forget the exact name, but it's like the $300,000 sports sedan, or maybe sport coupe. I forget exactly what it is, but. You can cap out your credits? Jeez, Wesley. Unbelievable. So, I'm assuming when you say that, I'm assuming you have every car in the dealership, but do you own every car in Legends cars again? Or do you own every car in Legends cars? Or like the used car dealership exclusive cars? So I think I could be wrong. I think there's some cars that'll only appear in the used car dealership. And some big contact up ahead. Alright. 8th place, we'll take it. Interesting drivers on this one. I think that's it. We'll just say that's what we'll call them.
Everything, like literally every car, at least one of everything.
Oh well, so you mean you're rebuying the $20 million cars? Jeez, that's insane. I wish I had that kind of money in this game.
Game also.
I have not platinumed the game. I probably could platinum the game. The issue... Oh, I dropped the water bottle cap. Alright. I would platinum. I could probably platinum the game. The issue is I literally can't get past license test. I'm simply just not a fast enough driver to do that stuff. I'm gonna start doing streams dedicated to platinuming the game. Cause that probably would be, you know, a good thing to stream, but
I did start a new account, so I'm super broke on that one. It's a Bruner though. I'm not too worried about that one.
I always thought it would be a cool thing if you could like gift cars to people in this game. Or, like gift credits. Not like buy them for people, I'm talking just like send them over. Pay like 50,000 credits and then you can like send over like a gift care package or something to like a new player. I don't know. The DBR9, that's an interesting vehicle.
That would be nice.
Full course NERB.
The
Interesting.
hardest part of platinum was getting gold on the human comedy and the few circuit experiences.
Human comedy? Can you elaborate? Because I don't even know what that is. I'm trying to think what vehicle I should use here. Could do M6 Sprint. I think GTR might be a good choice. We'll just get Porsche.
Those 1 hour races in the missions tab, top left icon.
Ooh. Actually, no, I can't get the missions from here. But yeah, I've not done like any of the missions. Some of those missions are so hard. So they're just incredibly hard. I don't think I could do those. I really don't.
Lol, not there, on the main screen.
Yeah, I realized that.
I haven't done any of them either.
Oh, shoot, I don't have sauce for this car. Put this on real quick. I think I've done a few of the missions. I think I did like 3 of like the basic easy ones. The only one I remember is, I think it's Trial Mountain in the Ford F1. I think it's the F-150 Raptor. It's like the fuel saving one. And I believe there's an even harder fuel saving one. But that one in the F-150 Raptor, that one is so painful. I hated that. I don't think I ever finished it. I'll get on track real quick. Better than sitting in the lobby. Oh, well, we get 5 seconds. We probably went... nope, we're gonna get... Well, do we? Yeah, we hit 100 miles an hour, just about, almost. I think the screen went black before we hit it. I think we hit like 95 maybe. Oh, there's a little rotary symbol. Is that a rotary symbol? I've never looked at it too hard. I always thought that was a rotary symbol. I don't even remember where I saw that from. I've seen that logo before though. Right, Ronan's gonna be in this Porsche next to me. Two laps? Jeez. Oh, that guy nearly murdered multiple people. What is happening? It appears people do not know how to drive. I mean, we haven't even reached the Nordschleife, and I think we've already had like 5 people die. The GP part of the track is not the hard part.
Just waiting for legendary cars to become available. Some only come up once every 3 months.
Yeah, I know. And the issue is when they do come up, I don't have the money to buy them. I'm sad. I think I should have bought the 959 when I had the chance. I passed up on it. I probably should have bought it. Shoot, I forget. Every single time I race this track, I always forget that the 24-hour track has like a different chicane layout to the normal GP circuit. Wesley got me confused. I raced with that other chicane layout for an entire hour last night. Oh, Verstappen is behind me. That's the fast guy. Uh-oh. That guy's... Ooh, and he took out Oh, did he take out... He did take out Verstappen, I think. Well, I guess we don't have to worry about him anymore. The Swede is, like, half dead. I love this part of the track. All the fast turns. Jeez, and I'm murdered again by Nuo. Hold up, wait, what was Judah not happy about? Like he wasn't happy about the race. I still don't understand how Judah went so fast in the Swift. Judah doesn't like the NERB GP. I didn't know that. I was there when he was complaining about the length of it, though. Okay, another one dead. And I'm so angry that Nuo killed me because that Spaniard in first, I could be wrong, I was right behind him, and then Nuo murdered me out of nowhere. Uh-oh. That's a... Well. Okay, so there's some deaths behind me. I mean, I'm included in this statement, but this might be the worst I've seen people race at the Nürburgring. Specifically Nordschleife. Like, typically it's pretty clean racing. I like the GP layout. Leslie, do you like the full course, like 24-hour, or do you prefer the just like the only GP, or I guess Nordschleife alone as well? That's I guess the endurance is also an option, and NERB sprint. I hate the sprint layout of the Nürburgring. There's no reason to put that stupid hairpin in. Okay. I'm sorry to that Porsche. Uh-oh. Well, I murdered myself again. Oh god. Good thing I was ghosted. Uh-oh, Phil's here as well. And we still have a whole nother lap of this. That makes sense. And nope, Phil had a better run. Well, I'm gaining. As soon as we get into... Nope. Well, no, we're gaining on them. We're also in the slip now. I didn't know the Huracan was so slow in a straight line. Have to overtake down Phil. Yeah. If they didn't have that race in Group 4s, I would have probably loved that. I simply just don't like racing Group 4s. That's a lot of understeer. Group 3 is probably what I'd say I'm fastest in. I,
Was a decent week. To be honest though, I enjoy just driving the track more than actually racing here.
Wesley, that's why you should do a 1-hour endurance of the old Mini Coopers on the Nordschleife. Or like Fiat 500s or something, you know? Did he forget that this is the Nordschleife and try to drive? I'm so confused what happened to that guy.
Sounds horrible.
Jeez, Phil. I didn't even know that Phil drove the Huracan. This is like the first time I've ever seen him use that car. Next Sunday. Is in September 7th? Is that that Sunday? And how long would that race take? Cause maybe are you hosting it? Cause I'd be down to do that. Yeah. See, Wesley, so I thought about doing something where, like say, like a mock-up of like the 6 hour of NERB or something, which isn't a real thing, but they have 6 hour endurance to other tracks. And I thought about doing something where you have teams of 2 drivers, and that even then 2 hour endurance or something like that. At the halfway point, you switch drivers. Like one of the drivers stays in the pits for the first half of the race, and they kind of switch out at the halfway point. But I never really felt like setting that up because that'd be way too much work. And no one would join either, so it's I kind of just left that. It's kind of just on the table. You can't do driver switches, but you can just sit in the pits for however long. So, say if you just had, 14 drivers, you could just have 7 of them stay in the pits for 3 hours, and on the second half of the race, you have the people that started the race, you have them come into the pits, and then they sit in the pits for the last 3 hours, and then you see where everyone finishes. But you can't physically do driver swaps, no, but you can like mock them up, I guess. Oh, that's actually cool. Yeah, that's a better idea. Cause then you could have more than 7 people racing, 8 people racing at a time. You could have a full 14, 15, 16 person lobby racing at a time. Uh-oh. I know, stay on track. I thought I outbraked myself into a wall. It's also part of the reason I didn't want to do it. That's why I respect Wesley for setting up endurances every other week. It's a lot of work. I mean, even then, just a regular endurance, that takes a lot of work to set up. GG's, Phil. Good race. I think 2 hours now. 2 hours of streaming. Let me see. Yeah, about hour 15 on this stream. I think we ended last stream at like 45 minutes. Thank you, Steven. Well, slight issue, we might have to take a break at some point and do a livery, because my thumb it's already feeling a little bit. Interesting. But my thumb's feeling a little tingly already, and I've probably only been racing for like an hour and a half.
Alright, I have to get the family to the fair, so I'll catch you all later.
Alright, take care, Steven. I appreciate you stopping by. I don't know how much longer Phil is gonna be streaming for.
Go grab a turkey leg and funnel cake, Steven.
Let me go check something real quick. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I can. Like I said, I was hoping to get like I don't know 6 to 8 hours streaming today. However, I am arguably more sore than I was yesterday, so I don't even know how much I can race. I will say that with how much DR I gained in the one daily race I did today, we could just stream until we get DRA, and that might be what I do. Ooh, Lago. Alright, this will be fun. I'm gonna hop in the Z4. It felt good here when I drove it. What? Okay, my AirPods are dead somehow. I guess I can't tune into Phil's stream. Alright, we're back. I think that's +5. The Mustang, interesting. Semi-epic is gonna go on my inside. super late turning. This thing does not drive like the M6, I'll say that. Slight contact with that Ferrari. Yeah, this car understeers way too much for this track. I definitely could have been a lot higher if we went probably either the M6 or the Supra. Uh-oh. Unfortunate. Oh. I will get into the Supra. Yeah, 54,993 is insane. Alright, we're back. This car is a lot more shaky, I guess, than I had originally thought. I do know this car is very high downforce though. So it might be lacking on a few of these straights, but it'll definitely be good. Because there are a few turns where you really want downforce on this track. The corkscrew, I don't know. I wouldn't really say you need downforce in the corkscrew. That's a nice sounding vehicle right there. Is it flat 6? This car flat 4? I'm assuming it's one of those. Alright, now I have a lot of space. I think that's what we need, because this car is by far fastest. And we just need space to unleash it. We're gonna have the chance to do it this lap. Well over a second between me and second place, and completely clean air in front of me. Not the greatest through that turn. Edward E, welcome in. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Pretty slow through that turn there. I'm doing well. I actually think I only did one race, one daily, but so far. But opens have been going pretty well. I'm having a good time, so nothing to complain about. Ooh, he's in the Viper. It's interesting. He is much faster than me, though. Yes, Iceman. Phil is live as well. He's hosting it. Oh, welcome in, Iceman. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you stopping by. cool sticker on Gt7's rear wing. This is slightly faster on the straights. I'll try. You may have a slightly faster car. Gaining on the straight. There we go. Good race. That was a really fun one. Well done to, I believe that's Jim. Verstefano. One more lap, Verstefano would have destroyed me. I will save that replay. Fernando B is here as well. Hold up, I need to say hi to everybody new in this lobby. Alright, well, Phil put me back, and we're doing another one, so guess we have to do it again. See how this turns out. We have some more competition in here as well, so it's gonna be a lot more challenging. We spun off the line. Last to first isn't an impossible task. Let's get it done. Twice. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're all good. Oh, we could easily get into the 122s. Very easily. We're just gonna go for a fastest lap. Doesn't matter. Oh God. Oh. See how this goes then? issue is I just hope I will be able to overtake Norwegian driver in front of me. I'm not great with flags. Maybe that's Danish. That might be Danish actually. Or Dutch. Is it Dutch or Danish? I'm not too sure. But I need to be able to overtake this Ford GT cleanly. They will. That's just, there's no way we're getting a fastest lap now. Quite, we got slowed down in the two most important corners of the track. I hope that wasn't my fault. I don't think it was. I mean, I didn't think I pushed him off. I think I left him enough space. Yeah, that sucks that I had the penalty that one lap. That was such an easy fastest lap. Like I was saying though, where is he at? Okay, Verstefan is no longer in the F-Type. I mean, I guess I could swap, or I'm just gonna go Supra. It's an easy car for me to control. I have a good livery for it, so that's what we're doing. I want to say +3. I could be wrong, but I do believe it's +3. Bad for the people. I feel bad for the people who have to start mid-turn. Actually, I don't know. Why does it? No, don't do that, please. Shit. God. I'm sorry, Fernando. I had to fix my rate. I don't understand why it does that, but it does. And you completely lose. Okay, Super actually turns a lot less than I thought it did. I wonder if it's just because I'm so much used, I haven't driven the Super in a while, or if it got updated, but it feels like super planted. I feel like it used to have a lot more rotation. I don't really like how it feels anymore. I don't know. I wonder if I just go +5 brake bounce on it and just try to chuck it around a turn. There's a huge cluster of cars here. I don't really know why. I keep getting that half-second penalty. What? Alright guys, so I'm gonna eat lunch real quick. Hopefully I should be on again by maybe, I should be on by like 2 p.m. EST. And I'm just gonna I'm just gonna grind a DRA. I know I can get there. I'm very confident in myself. So I'm gonna try and get DRA later. I'm gonna call it here for now. Everybody who was in here, everyone who wasn't here, in here right now. I stopped by and drop a like. You know, everybody who is helping grow the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, everyone who is here, take care, have a good one, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.